everyone. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining online. Rochelle here from Defeat Duchenne Canada, and I am with
Perry Essler with Defeat Duchenne Canada. Nice to see you.
We're all here in London, Ontario this morning, but wishing everyone a fabulous walk from wherever you are across the country. Coast to coast, we have the largest amount of participants joining the Walk to Defeat Duchenne today. I want to say almost 400 people.
400 or just a tad above, but that's the most we've ever had, so
exactly,
it's great.
Exactly, the highest amount. So thank you so much for joining us today. For everyone that's continuing to join us on this live stream, thank you so much. We're going to do a quick interview and get to know our CEO, Perry Essler. So Perry, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've had a long relationship actually with Jesse's Journey, which is now Defeat Duchenne Canada. Participated in the original walk as a volunteer when John and Jesse were crossing Ontario in 1995, and still inspired by the fact that they did 33K or thereabouts every single day that summer in crossing the province to begin the movement for this thing. And I've worked with the organization now for 4 years, so it's a great honor to be part of it.
33K. I don't think everyone just can wrap their head around how long that is. And you're walking that today with your wife. How long does that take you every year to walk 33K?
Well, the first year was a little bit longer, about 5.5 hours. Last year, about 5 hours and 10 minutes. We do take a break, so it's not all at once. But we're just heading home now for lunch after the first 17. So we'll get a bite to eat and get back out here this afternoon.
As you need to on such a beautiful day here. We have gorgeous weather, and we hope you do from across the country, wherever you're walking. But yeah, 33K, 5 hours, 6 hours every single day. John pushed his son Jesse in 1995 across Ontario to really start what we are fundraising for, for Defeat Duchenne Canada, formerly known as Jesse's Journey. Perry, tell us a little bit about Defeat Duchenne Canada. What is it that we do? Why are we doing the walk?
Well, John and Jesse originally started this to raise awareness for Duchenne, which is a rare disease, as many people know, but also to raise the important research money that we now fund, over $16 million to date through the organization's history. But also we are involved in advocacy and education, and most of all, uniting Duchenne families across the country. As a rare disease, there may not be another person that they know in their own community with Duchenne. So we like to be thinking that we are part of the conduit in bringing families together, but most importantly, again, funding the important research for that all-important cure someday.
Absolutely. And I think for those of you that are just joining us online, again, we want to say hello. We have our CEO, Perry Essler, and Rochelle Tenhoff here from Defeat Duchenne Canada, talking about why it is that we walk. We walk for education, we walk for advocacy, and also
fighting for our boys.
We walk for a cure. We fight for our boys. And so Perry was just mentioning that we have funded almost $15 million in research around the globe. And if you joined us this morning, John Davidson talked about that funding in Canada, the UK, in Japan, in Australia, in the States, funding wherever we have the most promising science going on around the world to defeat Duchenne muscular dystrophy, this rare disease, this life-shortening disease, and talking about the Founders Challenge. And I notice you have Team Bravery's hat on. Tell us a little bit about Team Bravery.
Team Bravery is out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Adam and Carrie Denisick are the parents of Avery, and a couple of years ago when we launched the Founders Challenge, they decided to do a little fundraiser selling these hats. I think they even had to order a second time or a third time because people wanted those across the country. So I wear this every year. I wear it in training as well. Just reminds me again of a young boy that we're fighting for in this country.
Yeah, why we're doing what we're doing is really all for the families and for those young children and older young adults living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And tell us right now online, if you're watching, where are you walking from today? Where are you joining us? Where is your walk to defeat Duchenne across Canada? Comment in the comments and really share your participation across the country. And I really want to encourage you, because this is a whole day event and we have people from across the country participating, tag us at Defeat Duchenne on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, at Defeat Duchenne, hashtag Walk to Defeat Duchenne. If you have one of our t-shirts, you know it's on the back, so you can't forget what the hashtag is. But we want to be able to share your journey and share your story across all of our social media platforms to help raise awareness about this rare disease. Perry, can you tell, for those that are watching right now that might not know too much about Duchenne, what is Duchenne muscular dystrophy?
Yeah, it's a good question. A lot of people will ask. At the end of the day, it's a muscle wasting disease. It usually starts or is noticed in sort of the lower limbs, and that progresses as a child will age. perhaps by their early teens to not be able to walk anymore, and that continues to progress. So it's a muscle wasting disease that sadly people don't know necessarily when they're born with it, and it may be the age of 2, 3, or 4 before they find out this diagnosis. And we hope that we're there and able to offer information and support to those families when they first find out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's such a critical aspect of Defeat Duchenne Canada, formerly Jesse's Journey, is providing that support and education for newly diagnosed families and following them along their journey living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, this rare form of muscular dystrophy, one of 30 different forms of muscular dystrophy. But sadly, this is the most common and the most fatal form of muscular dystrophy. So Perry, any final words or any words of encouragement for our walkers across Canada?
I hope people just enjoy the day, no matter the distance. Hopefully there are some of you out there doing the Founders Challenge as well. Just enjoy the day, and think of each other and think of the families from coast to coast who are participating. You know, when John and Jesse first set out at that Manitoba-Ontario border in '95, there was no research being done in Duchenne. So we still talk about funding research. We still talk about, that being the critical thing. But there's a lot more hope today, a lot more treatments that are in the pipeline. And so we're encouraged by that. And I know John and Jesse are certainly encouraged by that, because when they did this, hope was one of those things that they had, but it was hard to see it at times just because there was nothing happening. And it was organizations like Jesse's Journey, donors like yourselves, and those across the country who really helped start it going. And we have the movement of Defeat Duchenne Canada across the country.
It's a great point. 35 years ago, not understanding what Duchenne is, not understanding the cause of what this disease really is, no organization to unite families. And here we are 35 years later, $15 million, thanks to supporters and donors like you. So we do encourage you to continue that hope, continue that fight today. Donations are more than welcome. Please continue to donate at walktodefeatduchenne.com. Again, that's walktodefeatduchenne.com, DUCHENNE. For those that are online and joining us right now, we're so close to reaching our fundraising goal of about $215,000, and we're so close to reaching that goal, and we want to be able to invest in future life-changing research. So please continue to donate. Please continue to share your stories, tagging at Defeat Duchenne, and also join us at noon. We're going to have our closing ceremonies at noon Eastern at walktodefeatduchenne.com/watch. So please join us again there live at noon Eastern. And again, have a wonderful walk. Enjoy the day, and let's fight for our boys.